So this news actually happened like probably a couple of weeks ago at this point, but I just had to talk about it with you guys because I don't feel like enough people are covering the fact that it's being reported a Spider-Man animated villains movie is actually going to be in the works by Sony. And I think this is a terrific idea. Again, I'm as judgmental on this Sony universe that I think a lot of people are. I'm not gonna lie, I loved the first Venom movie. I thought it was really good. Then Venom Let There Be Carnage came out, and I wanted to jump off the biggest bridge I could possibly find. I hated that movie. I thought what they did to my boy Carnage and Woody Harrelson's ability as an actor was so disgusting. And Venom, oh man, they took everything that was cool about the first Venom movie and just like compacted it all into one big bowl and just threw it away, right? Then Morbius came out. I didn't hate Morbius as much as everyone else did. I understood why it was a terrible movie. I somehow still found it better than the Venom movie. And now we got Madam Web, which, again, my wife, Sydney Sweeney, was in that movie. But that's still not enough to get me to go and watch it. Kraven the Hunter's coming out. That looks like it is following the exact same trend as the Morbius movie, though. Just a more bloody, gory villain movie that didn't need to happen. So their live action universe, it kind of sucks, and it's in a little bit of a bad place, right? I still think there's some redeeming qualities, but it's in a bad place. The thing is, though, Sony's animated Spider-Man universe has very much kicked off pretty good. We obviously had Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, which I believe is one of the best Spider-Man movies of all time. I probably have it top 3 alongside Spider-Man and Spider-Man 2. Across the Spider-Verse is probably a top 5 for me. A lot of people say it's better than the first one. Again, this is my personal opinion. I don't think that, but I do think it is a terrific movie and one of the all-time greats as well. The thing is, they have a really big ability and a big chance here to build a massive animated universe if they want, kind of to the spectacle of what the live action universe probably should have been. Again, we've heard talks that a Spider-Woman movie could be in development. I think that's a great idea. I know typically a lot of movies now which are painting this massive feminism picture in Hollywood don't succeed. Again, Madam Web, Miss Marvel, this and that. I don't think that's what the Spider-Woman movie is going to be about. I know a lot of people have just trashed the idea just because it's a woman lead, which I think is completely sexist and outrageous. The Fallout show had a woman lead. Again, just because the main character's a woman doesn't mean the movie's bad. Unless it's Star Wars, because, yeah, the new Star Wars movies have been they've been pretty fucking shit. Obviously, I'm joking, right? Again, the thing is, a Spider-Woman movie, I think, could be fantastic. And politics aside, which I hope it doesn't have any of that shit in it, I think it'll be a very good movie. But there's an ability here to go from a Spider-Verse movie that was terrific, to the Spider-Verse sequel, which was terrific, to building a universe of a Spider-Woman movie, and now a movie that has villains in it. Again, that would be awesome. According to insider Daniel RPK, an animated film based on Spider-Man's villains is in the works at Sony. The project will reportedly feature various iconic villains of the web slinger as the leads. The other animated film is the female-led Spider-Woman story. Again, I'm all for that. I think people who are trashing on that just because the main character is going to be a woman need to seriously go out and fucking speak to a girl. Shit, I just opened Instagram Shorts accidentally. Or Instagram Reels. Fuck. I'm surprised it wasn't someone getting hit by a car, to be honest. Let's be honest here, though. That is brilliant by Sony. I hope they do make it clear that these are all in the same timeline of movies. I understand that it can't be in the same universe, this and that, most likely because the Spider-Verse movies take place over thousands of universes, right? But here's the thing. Addressing these movies being in relation to the Spider-Verse movies is an awesome idea. We have a possibility to now get a ton of funky and really cool designs Similar to how Kingpin was like a big, my 600-pound life, 8'8" person in the first movie, right? Similar to how like Vulture was in like a 1900s themed in the second movie. There's a ton of really awesome and funky themes of ideas we could get with these villains. And realistically, this, I don't know if it will be an animated Sinister Six movie. I don't think it will be an animated Sinister Six movie. Reason is, I think Sinister Six is getting its own live action movie. It's been in development since like 2016. Now that the Sony universe is happening, even though the movies all kind of suck, I have a feeling there is still a massive opportunity there for them to do, again, Venom from the first one, obviously Morbius, Vulture, who was in the Morbius movie, Kraven, Rhino, who's supposed to be in the Kraven movie, and maybe someone else in that Sinister Six. Again, it was reported that that movie is happening. I actually think it could be a cool idea. I still feel like you need Spider-Man in that movie, though. I don't know how they're going to do it without Spider-Man. But that's, again, why this animated movie probably won't be an animated Sinister Six. Not just that, the Sinister Six name right now in Hollywood really doesn't carry any weight. But if you made it into a live-action movie, a ton of people are going to be more likely to see it than an animated Sinister Six movie. Because kids don't know what the Sinister Six is. Adults and teenagers who have read the comics do. And again, they're more likely to see a live-action movie probably than an animated movie, right? You guys get where my gist is going here. So this could, I don't know what the title of it could be called, but a movie revolving around villains, maybe facing up against certain Spider-Mans or deciding to create a team like the Sinister Six, but there's a bunch of them. I'm not exactly too sure. There's a ton of different plot points they could do. It's obviously a very cool idea. An animated Spider-Woman movie. We haven't touched on this that much yet, other than me just calling out people for probably not seeing it because it's a woman lead, which again, get fucked. But seriously, I think a movie idea with Gwen is pretty cool. Is Gwen a big enough character now to have her own lead movie? I'm not exactly too sure, but there's an opportunity here where they could almost do what they were trying to do with Madam Web, but actually make it good and in animated. We could see, of course, Julia Carpenter, her Spider-Woman appear in this. We could see a couple actual Spider-Women. Again, Spider-Gwen is a more newer, I think, take on the Spider-Woman character, especially in movies. We haven't particularly seen anything like that, but there's a ton of different Spider-Women that they can get in there. Again, there's like the 3 from the movie Madam Web. Probably not going to be the same actors / voice actors doing that. There's Silk, which I heard previously was getting a live-action TV show, which was not in the Sony universe. I don't know if that's still happening, but Silk is another massive character we could get. And obviously, there are still male characters that you can include in this. I'm assuming just because it is a Spider-Woman lead, that it's not just going to be only women. There will be some men in this, or at least I hope, because that's when you get into political stuff, and that's when people truly have a reason not to go see it. If it's, again, kind of stupid and pushing a political agenda, similar to how I feel like Ms. Marvel kind of did. Again, a Spider-Woman movie with all these awesome Spider-Women characters, and of course some really awesome other characters in it, is the ideal thing that I think a lot of people are going to be really wanting to see, and I think it makes a ton of sense, right? But of course, if you haven't already, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. Comment your thoughts and opinions down below. What do you guys think about a Spider-Woman and a animated villains movie coming? Do you guys think this is a good idea? Should it be in the same universe as all the others? I very much like to hear. Hailee Steinfeld, obviously going to be a necessary actor. She's got to come back to do all this. She's got to do Spider-Gwen, right? That's who I'm guessing the Spider-Woman movie is going to be about. Again, I'd very much like to hear all your thoughts and opinions down below. Subscribe to my gaming channel, which is this one. My sports channel, my IRL / channels. Links for them will be in the description down below. But as I was saying, please make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.